Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So first of all, y'all, I'm just out here. I'm just chilling out. I had to come over here and give me some shade. I'm at the swimming pool with my children, you know. Let me see. We just out here chilling out. You know, it's a nice day. It's beautiful. So, I had to come over here and just have a quick chat with y'all about the importance of never underestimating the chosen. You know, for a long time, y'all might have gone through a whole lot of things, a lot of changes. You know, that's a part of the awakening process. And it takes you through a lot of, you know, ups and downs and, I mean, real hardships. But it's a necessary phase in the journey, because on the other side of that thing, when you come out shining like a diamond, and you know your abundance is flowing and your creativity is flowing and you have peace, and you know you just look totally different. Your testimony is the greatest part of the journey, so that people cannot come in and say, hey, you know, I gave you that. Or I hope y'all like my hat, it says awakened, y'all. You know, no one can come in and say that they are the reason why you are where you are, or they're the reason why you have what you have, or they're the reason why you are who you are. Because the chosen, you know, when you're surrounded by karmics, it's always someone that wants to take credit for your growth. And a lot of times the one that wants to take credit for it is the one that did the most damage. But when you go through the trials of, you know, taking losses, and it feels like you're down to your last, right? And miraculously, things just shift in your favor. It doesn't come without faith. It doesn't come without you alchemizing, transmuting energy. It doesn't come without you healing and becoming the best version of yourself. All of that is necessary in order for that shift to take place, where it manifests in your 3D reality, where you know, all of those beautiful things that's inherently yours, you actually receive. But it's always the ones who did you the worst. They dogged you out. They said you wasn't gonna be nothing. Don't laugh at my hair, y'all. It's looking a little hot mess right now, but it's hot out here. It's always the ones that said you wasn't gonna be nothing. That said, you know, you was always gonna stay down. The ones that said you was codependent and that you was always gonna come back. You know, the ones that laughed at you when you was at your lowest and said, but look, what do you have now? It's always that type of situation, right? Those people who want to try to take the accolades for your growth. The only part that they played in your growth is to catapult you towards your awakening. The karmics, they do play a vital role, but it's only to get you in that position where you start taking your power back, where you start setting healthy boundaries. So the only thing they really can take credit for is you, partial credit is for you stepping into your power and deciding no more. I'm not standing for no more BS. I'm not standing for any more fake friendships, no more fake relationships, no more unhealthy family dynamics, no more unhealthy work situations. You know, they can take partial credit for pushing you to that point of self-love. But it's all free will at the end of the day. So they can't even take full credit for that, because you have the free will to maintain that energy and to stay around those types of people and to continue to deal with those types of circumstances. But in your awakening process, if you truly are a chosen seed, oh, you definitely had a season of trials and tribulations where it felt like literally everything was taken from underneath you. Like, if you truly are a chosen seed, that's a part of the journey. Especially over these last few years, moving into like 2015 on forward, it feels like, especially surrounding the year of 2020, where you have that clear vision. I'm talking about spiritual vision. You can see everything, you know, whether it's within you or around you. You're very clear. That time frame, a lot of the chosen seed went through it. But a lot of the chosen seed also came through it and overcame whatever you was going through and came out on the other side shining. Some of you are still in the process of working your way through that energy because we're all on different timelines, right? But ultimately, the goal is to get you in alignment with your birthright. The ultimate goal is to get you in that place where there is no longer any lack, from survival mode to thriving mode, right? From feeling powerless to feeling powerful. And so it's a very vital time, but just know that it's so important for people to never underestimate your potential. Never underestimate a person's potential, because your natural eyes can make you assume that someone is down here. And people that are still operating in their ego, that have met a certain amount of success or wealth, they have a tendency to judge and to misjudge people's circumstances because they just assume that they know. They just assume that based on the stereotypical situation, that this is probably why, you know, you're in this position or why this situation happened. I got a lot of people that stereotype me a lot, quite often, and it comes with the territory. You know, being a mother of 6 children, a melanated woman at that, you know, most people think they know my situation. You know, they think that they can assume that I have multiple children's fathers running around and that, you know, I've never settled down and that I've ran the streets, but they're completely wrong, right? And I just laugh at it now because it's like, if you knew who I was, like I know who I am, you go sit your ass down somewhere, you be a little bit more humble in my presence. And it's not about ego, it's just about knowing who I am. I know who I am and I know whose I am. And so when people misjudge because they're making assumptions, they lose out. You see what I'm saying? They lose out. And that's a common thing for all of the chosen seed, regardless of your circumstance. It may look nothing like mine, but too often people think they know you. But the good thing about those types of people who lead with their ego and assumptions is that it's so much easier to eliminate them and to not waste a second of your energy trying to figure them out, right? Because they eliminate themselves through their own assumptions and their own unhealthy judgment of you. They eliminate themselves, so you don't have to worry about, you know, you don't have to worry about them wearing a mask. You don't have to worry about, you know, wasting your time with these people. It's easy to just say, oh, no, I won't even look in that direction, because you understand who you're dealing with. Unfortunately for them, they don't understand who they're dealing with when it comes to you, but you understand who you are dealing with when it comes to them. And so that's all they need to know. They don't need to know anything else about you. Then they look up later on and they find out that you are someone of greatness, that you are someone of great value, and that you could have added a lot of value to their life in some way, shape, or form. And then they kick themselves, wishing that they didn't make assumptions based on appearance or based on your circumstance or where you were when you was in hardship. Then some of them try to come running back in, you know. And at that point, you just like, oh, no, thank you, I'm good. If you didn't see my heart, if you didn't see my light when I was going through the worst of times, then you most certainly won't relish in it now that it's shining bright. So give thanks for the hard times and for the people who couldn't appreciate you when you was going through those hard times. Give thanks for the people who didn't value you and your potential when you were going through the hard times. Because the Most High, Mother and Father, they always know what they're doing, you know, when they show people's hands to us. So that's my message for you all. You know, hopefully y'all get out here get connected, you know. Get out here, get connected, enjoy nature, have fun. You know, I'm a natural hermit, y'all. I am a natural hermit, but I love being out in nature. I love being out. Anytime I can be in the sun, soaking up the sunlight, you know, I probably done got about 3 shades darker, and I wish I could get darker than this. But I love coming out into nature and allowing my children to have a good time. So that's my message for you all. Keep on thriving, keep on shining, and keep on rising to that potential and throwing your haters off. Because you're just going to shock them every time. Give them something to talk about because they already talking anyway. So I love you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to y'all next time.